Hello everyone, and welcome to my fixed TF2 commentary. If you're out of the loop, let me briefly fill you in. On April 30th, YouTuber ZestiJesus uploaded TF2, Nobody's Home. This was a very extensive investigation to find out how many humans actually play TF2, compared to various kinds of bots. This is a very interesting video, and I highly recommend watching it if you haven't done so already. The video outlined how there's likely around 1000 cheating bots present in casual at any given moment, but this depends on a lot of different factors. The video was ultimately very successful, getting more than 500,000 views after 3 weeks. As a result, a lot of discussion was sparked on the topic of bots and how the Save TF2 movement from 2 years ago basically fell flat on its head. Riding this new wave of interest, YouTuber Wheezy uploaded how we can actually save TF2. Again, I highly recommend watching the video for full context because it's worth every second of it. But simply put, Wheezy explained why the Save TF2 movement failed, what should have been done differently, and he compared it to a World of Warcraft fiasco from many years ago, where the player base was grossly dissatisfied with Blizzard's handling of the game. People complained and protested until the devs finally caved in and gave the players what they wanted. A well-formatted video like this sparked even more discussion on what can be done to not save TF2, but fix TF2. A week later, Wheezy and other content creators announced Fix TF2. The movement has the same basics as Save TF2, but the main difference is the inclusion of a website that was specifically created for gathering signatures for a petition for Valve to take action. It had some trouble at the beginning because a lot of confirmation emails were being held up, but if we can trust the organizers, then over 100,000 people signed the petition so far. So where do we go from here? I already made 2 videos of this nature in the past, one during the first Save TF2 event, just after Valve released their now infamous tweet, and another in early 2023, when Valve announced a community content update that was overhyped to death. If you've seen these videos, you probably remember that I was very pessimistic. I don't think that Valve is on the same page as we are, especially now when they need more focus on the new game that they're working on. I still don't think that we should be getting excited just because a petition is being signed this time around. After all, Valve and Blizzard are 2 different companies. Blizzard had their reasons to give World of Warcraft players what they wanted, and unfortunately, Valve has their own reasons to only leave TF2 on life support, because it's much more profitable to not work on the game at all and only keep the servers running as long as people keep buying seasonal keys, paints, cosmetic items, MVM tickets, and whatever else. I absolutely want this game to either start getting real updates instead of concentrated microtransactions in form of community content, or in best case scenario, have it ported to Source 2 with a dedicated team working on it afterwards. Of course, the chances of that happening are roughly the same as playing a round of MVM and having 3 players get a golden pan at the end of the same mission. So now that I reaffirmed my skeptic stance on this issue, should we really do nothing? Is this all just a waste of time? No. I mean, what's the harm in doing this every once in a while? I actually really enjoyed reading other people's stories or watching other people's videos about how this negatively changed their TF2 experience. It makes it all a lot more, relatable on an individual level. Even though I firmly believe it's wishful thinking, at least we can all come together once in a while and say, Valve, what the fuck? Probably the most that we can realistically accomplish is to slightly tarnish Valve's image. When large YouTubers and game journalists start talking about how Valve is letting one of their most beloved games rot and stay infested with bots and cheaters like a failed sandbox project, it does create some negative publicity. I don't really know if that accomplishes anything, but at this point I don't think we have anything to lose. So go ahead. I'd encourage you to sign the petition if you haven't done so yet, and throw out the hashtag on your platform of choice. Just remember to expect nothing, but hope for the best. Thanks for watching.